afternoon, everybody, and welcome to this presentation from Studio 3 Arts. We are a socially engaged arts practice which is based in Barking and Dagenham. We work with lots of different people from across the community, from young children and small tiny tots right the way up to people who are over 90 into their hundreds sometimes. My name's Daryl and I'm the Executive Director of Studio 3 Arts. My colleagues Nisha and Charlene are both here with us today to tell us a little bit more about their projects, and they are both creative producers with Studio 3. So some of the projects that we run, which I'm not going to go into details today, include Windows In, which is a commission for artists to be able to create artwork in the windows of our shopping units, mostly at Unit 46 in Vicarage Fields up in Barking. So you'll see those starting to pop up later this year. And it means that if we are in a lockdown situation and people are just out to go and get their essential shopping, it does mean that they'll be able to still see high quality art in Barking Town Centre because they'll be able to walk by and see it. We're also in the process of commissioning and writing and developing a new play about county lines. So that may be of interest to some of you. So if you're interested in the topic on county lines, do get in touch with us as we start to develop that project. Hi, Carol, welcome. Thank you for joining us today. I would also like to tell you a little bit about a project called Groundbreakers, which is our youth leadership project. So if you just bear with me 1 second, I'm going to load up a video for you to watch, which will give a much better insight into the project than me sharing that information with you. So bear with me 1 second.
Yeah, sorry I'm late joining.
Not a problem, Carol. Okay, we are recording this just so that you're aware.
That's fine.
Brilliant. Okay, so here is our video.
The Groundbreakers program and what it all means. A group of talented individuals working as a team, striving for aims, goals, aspirations, and better yet, dreams. Because anything is possible if you just believe.
I want to create a festival for young people.
I aim to have a dance academy one day.
It's about bubbliness and flavour and just fun, and that is what I want to put in for my seasons that I hopefully will launch next year.
Vision is to go back to Nigeria and start on my own estate agency.
So the inspiration behind Groundbreakers is to create a space for young adults to develop authentic leadership skills.
A lot of the time I struggle with self-belief, so it's definitely helped me with that, knowing that no goal is too big to achieve.
You know that you can do it, but sometimes you get that feeling, and Groundbreakers is like that net that pushes you back. No, this is not the one.
Groundbreakers program has helped me with planning because I'm able to set goals for myself. I'm able to think ahead.
Started making me express myself more and my ideas.
Breathtaking in a way because you never expect to meet someone professional ever. 6 months later, I mean, Kevin Mitchell was a big wow. But without this, I would never met Kevin. You know what I'm saying? To give it a nudge to say, we've got you, but you have to do something yourself. You have to really push yourself.
Taught me a lot, especially from the Zoom, even meeting new people and even having conversations as well.
I was given an opportunity to actually lead the work experience as opposed to just following what I was told.
They kind of push you to be authentic. They don't really push you towards this is a great idea, that's not a great idea. They kind of want you to have your own ideas, but they just add to it.
This is a good opportunity if you want to learn more about, the creative side of the business world or even the world in general, because everyone's pushed to go for the 9 to 5. Groundbreakers, we saw leaders in the making. Grinding every day to our goals, we can't fake it. I'm a leader following you. Set the path so you can take it. Yeah. Groundbreakers, we just really trying to make it. Woo,
Brilliant. So that's our Groundbreakers project. Hopefully you could all hear and see that. If you want to go back and watch that again, you can go onto YouTube and just search for the Studio 3 Arts channel, and you'll be able to find out more about that project. There's a whole host of podcasts as well about Groundbreakers, which is really, really great. So do check those out, and you can watch that video again. If you know any young people that might be interested in getting involved in a youth leadership project, do drop us a line. You can email hello@studio3arts.org.uk, and we can pass all of that information on to the right people working on that project. So now I'm going to hand over to my colleague Charlene. So just bear with me whilst I make her the host. And she's going to talk to you about our Big Deal programme, which is our flagship youth arts programme. So over to Charlene.
Thank you, Daryl. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm the creative producer here at Studio 3 Arts, and like Daryl said, I am going to talk about Big Deal. So let me just share my screen. Oh, I can't see it. I can't see it. Oh, the joys of technology. Here we go. Aha. Sorry about that. So, Big Deal. What is Big Deal? Big Deal programme at Studio 3 Arts currently is funded by the Youth Endowment Fund, Children in Need, MOPAC, London Borough of Barking and Dagenham, YIF and Arts Council England. What is Big Deal? Big Deal is our flagship project which offers young people ages 8 to 25 the opportunity to work with professional artists in the industry from dance, drama, music, film, set design. The sessions are weekly and are free of charge, and we do also offer half-term weekly projects and intensive as well. The programme also allows the young people to visit iconic venues such as Sadler's Wells, Stratford Circus and many other cultural venues. Big Deal programme at present, due to the pandemic, we are working remotely via Zoom. Our digital programme has given our existing participants and the wider community an opportunity to explore and take part, particularly individuals that might not have been able to access our activities before. The sessions are just not art-led. We cover mental health, well-being, you know, we always ask how school's going, how's life, you know, them discussions are important just as well as our practice that we deliver. And some of the subject themes, concepts that we cover during Big Deal programme are driven by the young people. Big Deal is free, and throughout lockdown, we have managed to provide a number of free art packs to families to keep them engaged with something throughout this lockdown. So I'm just going to go into why some people should come to Big Deal. So here is a video that I'm going to share of some of our young people talking about that.
Rhea and I'm 9 years old.
My name's Renaya and I'm 13 years old.
My name's Elton and I'm 17 years old.
My name's Makani and I'm 9 years old.
So Big Deal that helps people just come here and just feel free.
It's like being a big part of like this little family, which is really great.
There's many things you can do at Big Deal, but I do drama and I like it because I can just be me and I can do it through writing, I can do it through my facial expressions, I can do it through the way I move my body, and I just like that freedom because you can't do it in any other subject.
You should really come because it's really nice there, and if you're scared, don't be, because the instructors are nice and everyone there is nice.
Yeah, I recommend because even though it is an act, like even if you don't do dance, they'll help you from like the beginning. Like they do very, like, no, I wouldn't say simple, but they'll do like foundations of dance, which is very easy to pick up. And then depending on how you pick it up, they'll help you on how to be comfortable and how to dance and stuff like that.
Like it helps you it helps you do something with your life. It helps you get something done.
Big Deal is just one big expressive project that I love doing because, as I said, I can express myself and not really have to worry about what people think or how they're going to react to what I've just said. So I like it because it's free.
Because it's just got a good vibe and there's lots of good, don't have to explain it. It makes you feel happy, innit?
If you haven't come to like a family or been friends with like people and you're like locked up in the house and everything, you should come down to like see new people and have a great time.
I would say that if you like very fun and exciting things and you like dance, singing, stuff like that, you will really like this place.
So next up, we're going to talk about some highlights that we've got had throughout Big Deal. There's many, but I've just picked a few. It's hard to pick them. So I'm going to talk about a project that we did 2 years ago throughout a summer intensive called Civil Blood. Civil Blood was a 4-week-long intensive collaboration between Studio 3 Arts and Matthew Bourne's company New Adventures and Sadler's Wells. The young people worked with 3 leading choreographers across ballet, contemporary and hip-hop dance to create their own dance-based response on the themes of Romeo and Juliet, entitled Civil Blood. We had 20 young people aged 12 to 21 commit to an extremely hard 4-week intensive process of their summer holiday, and they created a 40-minute piece performed to an audience on the main stage at Sadler's Wells, and we had an audience of over 500 people. So I'm just going to show you a short snippet of that amazing achievement from some of our Big Deal members. Next up, throughout lockdown, I think it was in April, we see that a theatre company called Mousetrap were doing a monologue slam. So we thought, what a great idea for our Big Deal young actors who were working on monologues to submit for the competition. We thought, what they got to lose, they might as well enter. And we had 7 entries enter, and overall they had over 100 entries, and we are very proud to say that one of our young people placed 9th out of the whole competition, and here is a short snippet of her monologue that was submitted. Okay, I've gone too far now. Oh, I can't click on it. Why are you doing that? Okay, that YouTube link's not working, but that can be found again, as Daryl mentioned earlier, on our YouTube channel, Studio 3 Arts Barking, and you'll be able to see that monologue there from Kaylee Dobson from our Big Deal Young Actors Company. So now I'm just going to talk a bit about how we get referrals and our safeguarding within our practice. So to ensure our programmes are delivered safely, there's obviously always a risk assessment and policy in place. But throughout lockdown, we had to review these risk assessment and policies to ensure all activities are assessed and guidelines were followed correctly. All staff have to attend a health and safety introduction ahead of any session and agree to follow our online code of conduct and COVID-19 guidelines. All sessions have 2 members of staff on a call for all groups, and all young people agree to work with a code of conduct with each session. We offer regular phone calls and WhatsApp groups to stay connected with our young people, as it's very important to keep that engagement. To support our children and young people as well, we signpost adults to helpful website and helplines for people who might need to talk to professional counsellors or be signposted to other services. Going on from referrals, we have a number of referrals from services such as social services, targeted youth workers, family hubs, care homes. And before any young person joins, they are asked to fill out a referral form and a consent. And then obviously if there's any additional needs for that young person, we will make sure we put the right measures in place ahead of that young person so they're supported, whether that's we need an extra staff member, etc. And before the young person comes along, we will make sure that all the paperwork is in place and they've got that support needed and regular check-ins are in place. And then we would invite them down to our building to meet the team, have a tour of the building so they feel comfortable in that environment, and then they will start attending our sessions. Bit about statistics. So throughout the past year, I'm going to go into some statistics, the amount of children and young people we've worked with, from pre-recorded videos to live sessions and live audiences online, the areas that we've reached, and an example of a baseline measure that we do to measure confidence in some of our projects. So the total number of young people since last year that we've worked with online and the live sessions when we was allowed to do it in the space, we worked with over 250 children and young people. From our pre-recorded videos on YouTube, and that goes from Big Deal Dance, Drama and Music, Family Saturdays, Samba, Choir, we worked with over 929 views of them videos. And from our live battles that we've done on Instagram, for our live engagement, for our live streams and live quizzes that we've done, we've had an audience of over 370, which is great during a lockdown. You know, I suppose everyone is probably over Zoom right now and watching pre-recorded videos, but it's great that they have that access there. In terms of postcodes that we reach with the young people that attend our projects, we reach a broad number of boroughs, as you can see on this chart that I've made. You know, IG11, we reach 15. We're going as far as Ilford, Walthamstow, West London. We even go out to Basildon, as they found that they don't have enough arts, creative stuff there. We go into different areas in RM, which is great that we are broadening our services that far. And then on various projects that we do, we ask the young people to do a baseline evaluation. This is for us to measure the increase in their confidence or, you know, their participation. So on the first day, they will score from 1 to 10, how they feel. There'll be like, might be 6 questions, like, have you tried this new art form? What are you like talking to people, etc., etc. So on the first day, they will score from 1 to 10, and on the last day, they will score, and then we measure the difference of the percentage from the increase. So an example here that I've took from our data was a question in confidence in wanting to try new things. So on a project from junior and senior drama, on an average, we worked out there was an 11% increase of them wanting to try new things from the juniors and a 15% increase for them in the seniors. Right, Big Deal has many other strands under the umbrella, what we do in terms of projects and programs. So the first one is Get Serious. Now, Get Serious is a networking event aimed at young people aged 13 to 25. It's a series of events that supports young artists to navigate their way through the chosen arts industry. We have had many professionals, organisations present at the platform. We have this event approaching the end of April. We are just finalising the event now. Once we have that, we will share with you to pass on any young people that you might come across that might be interested in attending. I'm sorry, I forgot to put that. Freestyle Fridays is our monthly battle event, which is very popular. It's been going since 2013. It's a regular dance battle which happens monthly and it's open to all ages. And we have 3 professional judges, a live DJ, a host, and then 1 person is crowned the winner. It's a great platform to train, share, exchange, and meet new people. And throughout lockdown, part of Black History Month, we was commissioned by the London and Borough Culture Fund, and we managed, because we was allowed to go into a space and we live streamed the battle with 8 professionals in the industry, and it was amazing. And we had over 120 people tuned into the stream, and it was a great night. So that's another thing part of under the Big Deal umbrella. Then we get on to Family Saturdays and Big Art Little People. So Family Saturdays is creative fun sessions for the whole family to explore different arts, crafts and activities led by experienced artists. We are currently running these workshops monthly online via Facebook Live. So they're run from our Facebook page, Studio 3 Arts Barking. And we are also offering art packs to families that need them, and they can sign up on our website to get a free art pack. The next one is on the 13th of March for Sensible Snaps. And again, this all can be viewed on our website, studio3arts.org.uk/Family Saturdays. And Big Art Little People is an exciting new project exploring creative and imaginative play opportunities within the early years. settings and with their families. Experienced artists will lead workshops in music, making stories, singing, drawing and crafts. This is in the process and more info will be available on our website soon. I just want to talk about, before I get on to Jack Petchy, some artist commissions that we've done the past year. So our Young Producers Project, they selected artists to be commissioned to create art in this borough. I was managing one, a young artist called Hannah, around a PIP assessment, part of the Department Work and Pensions for the disability community. They worked with residents of Barking and Dagenham to produce an audio documentary. The piece collects testimonies from local residents with long-term health conditions and disabilities and focuses on issues surrounding stigma, lack of support and the benefit system. This piece includes poetry, spoken word by local artists and to call action to listeners. And I'm very happy to say from myself, Studio 3 Arts and the people involved in the PIP project that the main outcome was to create change within the system, and I can proudly say that we've actually done that. It's not announced yet, but it will be launched by the Department of Work and Pensions, and we're proud that throughout a pandemic we've actually managed to be able to make change in such a vital area, so keep your eyes peeled for that. And we will be doing a listening party soon and it'll all be on our website. So that is a very big achievement for us throughout this lockdown. Part of Big Deal programme, we have the Jack Petchy Awards. Now, we've been part of this for the past 4 years. It's a recognition award fund where the groups get to nominate one of their peers. They say a short quote about them, why they deserve that award, that term, and they get £250 to spend on the group. Now, this could be from professional workshops to trips, equipment, and you know, our Big Deal young people throughout this lockdown the drama lot, for example, wanted to get some tips about self-tape workshops, because some of them are ready to go out in the professional industry now. They want to go to auditions, get their CVs done, and they wanted to learn some tips about self-tape. And we managed to get one of the lead star roles in I May Destroy You on BBC iPlayer alongside Michaela Cole, called Warotre Opera, come in and deliver a self-tape workshop to our young people, and it was amazing. So, you know, it goes to show that the money can be used very beneficial to help the young people. And you know, our Big Deal young dancers got to perform at the regional awards in March, part of the event at the Kenneth Moore Theatre, where they go and collect their award, and we was a special guest with our young dancers as well as one of our young music artists. So yeah, that's the end of my presentation for Big Deal. Thank you for listening. And if you have if you want any more information about Big Deal, please visit our website, www.studio3arts.org.uk/Big Deal. Thank you.
Okay, so we're going to hand over now to Nisha. Charlene, if you could just make Nisha the host. And Nisha's going to talk to you about a project called the Guild of Experience, which is our project for older people in Barking and Dagenham. Over to you, Nisha.
Hello everyone, hi, I'm Nisha, I'm the producer at the Guild of Experience, like Daryl has said. I'm just going to try to share my screen with you. I've got a presentation, so just bear with me. Okay, so here we have it, the Guild of Experience, and you see we've got this lovely design of the logo. It shows some of the elements of Barking and Dagenham. So we're based in Barking and Dagenham. It's a project for people aged 55 and over, working for them and with them. So the people of the borough are actually very central to the project. It's all about celebrating people in their older age and their creativity, and also exposing them to things that they might not already be. We launched back in 2019, and we had a big party, an evening party, where over 100 adults came to take part. It was a really fun evening. Here you can see we had our choir performing, and we can see an image of some other people milling about. Someone's doing some art, lots of people smiling. So it was a really fun event. And we had 10 artists, musicians, visual artists, poets and dancers. It was a lovely performance. I'm going to speak a little bit about the choir here. So the choir has about 20 members. And at this point in 2019, we were working towards a performance called Power in Numbers, which was going to take place at Tate Modern. Unfortunately, due to COVID, that had to stop, but we are still remaining in digital contact with them via WhatsApp. One of the first things that we also did was take people on trips and visits. And this is a group visit that we went to the Barbican to see As You Like It. Out of that group of people, only one person had actually been to the Barbican before. So it really shows you how projects like this are really important, cultural projects where people are getting to see things that are different and exposing themselves to new experiences. Now, Shakespeare wasn't for everyone, let me tell you, but they all appreciated getting to go out and try something different and do something nice and social. So that's also an element of the Guild of Experience, meeting one another and making friendships. COVID happened and we had to stop all of our face-to-face contact, and especially because this is the most vulnerable group in terms of their age, but also because of their levels of medication. So what happened was we put our participants' welfare and communications first. We installed a telephone banking system where I would call people weekly just to see how they were doing, to make them aware of things that were available to them as older residents in the borough. Things such as BDCAM, which is a Citizens Alliance network, which was helping people with food bank referrals, money issues, things like medication if you couldn't get out. So for people that were shielding, there was this really wonderful initiative that the borough brought together called BDCAM. And then other things that were happening in terms of safeguarding, the conversations that I was having with people were having to be recorded, written down, and then in a chain of command, if things were being highlighted and I was concerned about them, perhaps there were going to be referrals made. So we had a referral made to the Independent Living Agency, which helps older people live better in their own homes. Reconnections, which is about social connections, not necessarily art connections. So it could be that perhaps you used to like model railways, something like that, and you haven't met anyone in your local area for a long time and you want to be connected to that kind of hobby. So that's what Reconnections is. Food banks, obviously, which we know about, and Silverlink, which is a 24-hour befriending service for anybody that they can phone whenever they like, just to have a chat and know that someone's on the other end of the phone. And I think during COVID, when everyone was isolated, that was really, really important. And here I've just put two kind of conversations, and it shows you the real breadth of chats that I was having with people. That one, you know, there was a one type of resident saying, you know, I've got my watercolours, puzzles, I've got my gardening, I'll be fine. You know, I've done stuff like this before. And I kind of plan my life and I don't need to instantly respond and I'm feeling good. And then at the other end of the spectrum, we had a lady say to me, you know, I'm medically vulnerable. I've got an elderly mother and she was providing palliative care. Neither of them could get out and they didn't know what to do. So at that point, it became really important that they had a community arts organisation contacting them because they weren't on anybody else's radar. And it shows you just how easily people can kind of get missed. So we have continued to do an at-home programme for people and we haven't been meeting. We only met once in the summer and that was when there was much less restrictions, and I've got an image of that. One moment. Okay, so this is going to be showing you a little bit of what we've been doing at home. So this was a fashion and textiles workshop that we did, and here two ladies are showing you what they made at home, having followed these videos and had the packs. I'm going to see whether this works. And if it doesn't, then all of our YouTube links are at Studio 3 Arts Barking, as I said before.
So what you do is I've put in your pack some of these cut up tea towels, and these have been brilliant. So you make sure they're just damp. I don't know if you can see, but it's quite damp. You don't need to wring it out, it just needs to be damp. You place this into your tray like that. I'm just going to use one colour for the purpose of this workshop. Now I'm going to go for the vibrant pink here. So what you do is you get one spatula and then just give it a good old whirl, and a mix, because although I've created the packs, there might be some ink in the corner.
So that gives you a little bit of an idea, but that's obviously a much longer video that anyone can go back and watch at any point. And people were provided with packs to their home with that video instruction, and 10 of those were made. This was a gardening video, and similarly, I'm just going to show you a few seconds so you get the idea. And if gardening's your thing, or if you meet older people in the community that that's their thing, then please do send them on to any of these links, because they're all still available to watch.
Yeah, but there's a big lump, but then you can crumble it. Okay, so this is good for two reasons. One is that because it's very, very fine, when the seed grows, obviously the plant is going to be very small. The roots can grow down into the pot, and there's no big sort of lumps or stones that get in the way. The other thing that makes it quite useful is that it's quite low on nutrients. So when the plant first grows, it doesn't need many nutrients at all because it's very small. As it gets bigger, then you're going to want to put it into a bigger pot or the ground or something like that. But
so there you go. And there are 2 episodes to those which show you about starting to grow something if you aren't already doing that. And then finally, we had how to cook a curry from home. And I can't click on that one, but there you can see there's an image of someone having produced their own curry. So this was actually very of interest to the steering group at the time, that they often buy a takeaway curry and they wanted to know how to make one from scratch. And being that I'm half Indian, I was happy to do that for them. So that's actually me on that video. So other than that, other than things we've been producing, we've also been sending them curated content. So things that are either applicable to the programme that we're doing. So like the Great Pottery Throwdown, we're going to be having some sculpture workshops coming up. So sort of referring to things that they will already know about and give them an idea, as well as things like the National Theatre Live. And we did evenings where we were calling it going in rather than going out. And we all watched together and then discussed it afterwards, doing referrals for things like the BFI Film Institute and Sadler's Wells Company of Elders. Here I've just popped up some statistics about our online programme from at home, and you can see our reach for Facebook, Instagram and YouTube, and overall we've had a reach of 1,420. So this is the image of the resident steering group of the one time we did get to meet in the summer. And at this point, everyone had been shielding and they'd just come out for the first time and were so, so happy and grateful to get out. And we didn't meet again, unfortunately, after this. And I've just put some stats here about the steering group. So we've got 22 people that have attended a steering group. We've had 7 steering group meetings. 13 have been involved in decision making, and our steering groups have been a blend of face-to-face, online and blended sessions where people are online and face-to-face at the same time. At the moment, our online offer is free visual arts masterclasses, and these have been taken really well. The artists for these programs were all chosen by local community members that are on the steering group. So anyone that wants to be a part of the steering group, we have spaces, they can join in whenever they like. And that's one of the things that they get to do, is think about the program content. Like, would I want to go along to this? Would someone my own age want to go along to this? So they chose the artists. The first artist we got was Jason Hawkridge, and he does this lovely kind of commercial graphic design sort of work. And here you can see that I've just popped a picture of us on Zoom, and you can see that someone's actually showing their image. And it was really lovely, the feedback that we got in 2 very different ways. One was about being playful, and that adults don't really get that opportunity, and the guild's kind of giving them that. And then the other one was very different in terms of them being a technical drawer and getting to do something creative. So previously they'd enjoyed technical drawing, and this was something very different for them. So here, this was our latest workshop, and this was actually only yesterday, Playful Illustrature Portraiture. And you can see I've popped an image of everyone holding up their artwork. It was really great, and you can just listen to this little clip from Cara, who led the session.
I'm Cara Thompson and I'm an artist in Essex. I'm going to be leading the February masterclass for the Guild of Experience, all about illustrating playful portraits.
So that is Cara. She went down wonderfully with the group. They really enjoyed her and they'd like to have her back again. And here you can see some of her artwork. So she took us through how to create portraiture in a really simple way. And as you saw from the last image, everyone managed to do it. And that was one of the things that was really interesting. Someone said, oh, I came along, but I thought I'd have to endure it. But actually, I've really enjoyed it. So that's lovely to see that transition of someone while you're working with them. What's coming up next at the Guild? So in March, on the 16th, again, from 2 till 4:30, we will be sculpting heads. So if you hear from community members that will be interested in that, please get in contact because they can take part. It's all completely free. And Esther is an East London sculptor. We've also got a dance project coming up and the community can meet Fergus. He is working with us on a dance project called Unlocking Life. And the 2 dates that are coming up are the 18th of February and the 2nd of March. And he'll also be doing telephone conversations with people that cannot get online. And I've got a little snippet from him.
Hi, I'm Fergus. I'm the Artistic Director of Green Candle Dance Company based in Bethnal Green. And I've been invited to lead the new dance project coming to the Guild of Experience. It's called Unlocking Life. Looking forward to a time when we can unlock this lockdown and start to really live again.
So there'll be a really fun performance that we'll be working towards. Here's a little clip of his dance company performing in King's Cross. So that's just a little snippet to show you the kind of fun and energetic programme we'll be looking at working with residents in Barking and Dagenham with. And we'll be working towards our own performance. Weekly sessions will start in April. There'll be 12 weeks of dance and music sessions, and then we'll be performing, fingers crossed, on the 14th of August at the Beacon Tree 100 celebration. And whether that will be in person or whether that will be online, we'll have to see in terms of the government guidelines. We've been delivering free art packs to the community. So we've got 100 that are specifically for the Guild of Experience age range. We've had 19 delivered so far, and I've had quite a few more inquiries since then. And yesterday someone said, thank you for my art packs. The watercolours are really good. They're wonderful. So that was really nice to hear yesterday. We have a part of the project which is one-to-one, and this is working specifically with adults that are more isolated. So not only are they 55 plus, but they're isolated beyond that. And for this, we'll be working with our partnership network, and we'll be looking for people to refer adults to us. And I've used this really lovely image here that says we weren't always old, and it's a bit fun. And I think that's, you know, that's the idea of the project really, is to engage with older people, but also to get them to enjoy themselves, you know. So yes, at the moment, this is going to be a digital project. Initially, that wasn't how we'd envisioned it, but due to the restrictions, it will be. So we'll be working with our partners group, and we'll be looking for referrals and ways to work with other organisations to ensure that that's a safe project. So here you can see that we're at the inception really of the project due to the lockdown, and we've been doing online work only, and a big part of that is about maintaining relationships. So I've done this diagram here, which shows you how we all work together with the Guild of the Experience right at the centre. So we've got Studio 3 Arts, their resource and their management and all of the staff there. We've got the resident steering group and the things that they say feed into the programme. The artists, of course, who have experience working with older residents already and are experienced in their fields. And then the partners steering group, which is a steering group made up of professionals who work with older residents in one way or another. And whilst maintaining communication, we can ensure we get a really good and exciting programme at the Guild of Experience. I've popped a few overall stats here so you can just see that our steering group has 22 members at the moment. 49 people came on trips and visits, over 100 visited our opening event, 19 have attended a masterclass, 20 home packs went out and 19 art packs have been out. How you can help, this last little screen just says, well, if you're in the community and you're working with an older person and you think they might be interested, then please get in contact with us. I've left my email address there, which is simply nisha@studio3arts.org.uk. You can head over to our website, www.studio3arts.org.uk, and then each of our projects are listed, and this project specifically for people over 55 is called the Guild of Experience. So I've asked, please do like and share things as you see them, because although that post specifically might not reach an older person, it may reach a family member. And sometimes what's happening is we're getting referrals from someone's daughter or granddaughter, things like that, where someone's seen it and thought, oh, this would be lovely for so-and-so. So yes, please do get in contact if you have any questions whatsoever. Thanks very much.
Okay, well, thank you very much there, Charlene and Nisha, for giving us a bit more information about your projects. So there are lots of other things going on at Studio 3 Arts all of the time. I can't go into everything else, but tomorrow our artists, Matty and Grace, will be coming to give you a presentation to you about Be and Do, which is our LGBTQIA project based in Barking and Dagenham, and obviously it is LGBT History Month, so it's relevant for this week very much.